Wham bam. Wham bam.
Yo, what number podcast is this?
Wham
4?
bam. You're not a real fan, you know that off the back of your hands if you were a real fan.
What?
Shut the fuck up.
God. What the fuck?
Good start. Woo, it's the Nova Shitters podcast.
Number-
Bum, bum, ba, bum,
number
bum,
4, I
bum.
think.
It's number 4. Bum,
Thank
bum.
you.
I wish you'd be more professional about the shitty podcast. Bum, bum.
It's a shitty podcast.
Bum, bum,
Why would I
bum,
try?
bum, bum.
Imagine thinking we try here at the Nova Shitters.
Nothing but raw fucking reaction.
Exactly.
Roll in from the ledge, up smash punish, 3 out of 3 stops, baby. You
As
already
Alan
fucking know, as Alan intended, baby.
That's how
Alright,
it goes.
so-
First things first, I guess.
So, topic of the day, number 1, developing the Nova scene and the Nova tourney. So, we run a Nova Shitters free weekly, the NSFW weekly.
I think that's been established.
Fuck. We gotta restart the podcast. I let it
God.
slip, dude.
You're
Fuck.
fucking retarded. Now this is going down
boy.
the drain.
Okay, so
Our ratings are going down.
our
as
ratings
we
are going
speak.
down for the 3 people
For
who
the
attend
3
the
people.
tournament. They're gonna leave, dude.
Fuck.
It's gonna be a grind slash fuck.
God damn it. Now we'll have only one set of
What? Fuck, no!
God. As if
Fuck.
2 wasn't bad enough.
2 was already fucking struggling. Now we gotta run it with a run. So,
Okay.
Nova Tourney's been doing great lately.
I want to mention the setup thing.
Okay.
So, the recent tournaments, we've only had like 2 setups, but I still run them like a champ. We still get out before 11 somehow. I don't fucking know how.
How the fuck did you do that last week, but not like the 2 weeks before when I was there too?
Last week I had to
What
cut
did you do
some.
differently?
I had to-
You cut the best of 5s.
Yeah.
That's what we should have done. What we need to do now.
Like, there was still like one best of 5 that still happened, but all the ones that I was aware of happening, I was just like, okay, this is a best of 3.
What we should do too, and I know a lot of other like higher up tourneys do it, but they run winners finals into losers finals into grands. And if we did it like that, because usually we try to get winners finals out of the way when we have time, but if we do it like that, then we'll be able to time it better
That's fair. Yeah.
for like best of 5s and shit. So we might want to start doing that more.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
What else has been going on? We've been getting more like branched out people.
Yeah.
Right? Leonard Sig came last week. I wasn't there for it.
Yeah, and Sig
Still
won
pissed
both
about-
Melee and Ultimate. What a
Fuck, dude.
god.
That had to have been a pain in the ass. Just because you.
Well, I don't think anyone was really using their mains, to be honest. So
bracket kind of went quickly. 'Cause
yeah,
it was
so
kinda
recently,
like my
yeah.
secondary dog on your.
Well, actually,
secondary.
no, because I think we had like a game 3 situation for like a lot of sets. A lot of sets went
That's why
to
I thought
game
that was
3.
That's why I thought that was a couple weeks back.
And that's why bracket went a lot slower than it should have. But most people were using like their secondaries and stuff. Like I went Crom and Trainer. Len went Lucina. Sig went Falco, though I couldn't tell you who he fucking mains anyways.
Sin, fuck, that's actually a good point. I was gonna say I played against Len, and Len kind of dogged on me with Fox at Cave really quick.
As it should be.
Jesus, that matchup is fucking atrocious.
As it should be.
Yeah, Greninja needs a couple bad matchups.
And then Ben played against me with his Link 1 game after I lost to his Pac-Man. But then I beat his Link. So it just goes to show you, your secondaries don't mean shit. My secondaries are hype as fuck. My secondaries.
I'd be interested to see what Ben's second best character
It's
is.
probably Link, because Link was his old main back in Smash 4. And I think it's like the only character he works on here, other than Pac-Man.
Because I was going to say, is Pac-Man. Pac-Man's so weird. There's no other character that you play the same way.
Yeah.
Even remotely close.
And then Name also went his Ness.
But Ned D eats fucking glue. Fuck Name's
Yeah,
Ness.
Name's Ness also a glue eater. I beat his Ness and killed him out of bracket.
Hi.
Saved the Nova
Save
tournament.
the day, dude.
Save the
Another
Nova
Ness
tournament.
winner.
It's okay. You can thank me later. It's all right.
Just be glad it wasn't Jevin Name finals again.
Again.
God, I can't believe we let that happen.
that was
we
the
should have
worst week.
DQ'd them, one of them.
Yeah.
Let it be known. Don't you be bringing that fucking nest past round 3.
There should have been no hesitation. Yet I chose to hesitate as a new and upcoming tournament organizer. However, I have now experience running through my veins, so that shall never happen again. If I see 2 fucking degenerates in grand finals,
you rock, paper, scissors, winner wins the set.
No, I win the set.
That's a great point, actually. They both get DQ'd. -1 to -1.
They both get DQ'd. Losers finals.
The losers to grands.
Yeah, the one who lost in losers finals goes to grands, and they have to play loser of losers round semis or whatever again. Maybe.
That works perfectly.
There we go.
Agreed.
And then if that set is also degen, then everyone gets DQ'd and the TOs win first.
The TOs win together like it's a doubles.
Yes.
That should just be the thing. We play each of them if it's a double nest scenario. We play 2v1 against them.
Yes.
And then we win. It doesn't matter how they did because we dog on them because fuck them.
Yes. That sounds agreeable. I don't see anything wrong with that. If you come to Nova, expect to be shat on. That's all I gotta say.
Expect to get fucking dogged.
Yeah, as it should be. As Aloe wills it, you know.
Ooh.
That's all I gotta say.
Ooh.
What's up?
We need to make mystery tournaments.
Oh yeah, eventually that needs to happen.
Once we get a little bit better at running brackets and shit, we're trying to figure out how to rope in a mystery tournament.
Honestly,
like a single limb, super informal. We have like one setup to it, and then it's like one thing.
Once people start bringing in more ultimate setups consistently, it'll be fine.
Exactly, because a lot of the time in mystery tournaments, it's going to have to be like one of our games. Because the other thing about a mystery tournament is it should be released basically the day of or the night before.
Yeah.
Because you don't want people practicing for it. You want it to basically be a random ass game that we throw out that you can make a competition of. And then it's just raw who's better at that game.
Exactly.
With no practice.
That's optimal.
First one, Senran Kagura Peach Ball for the Astolfo figure. Would that not be so fucking hype?
So I would enter. I would not accept the figure.
That's fine. Then we just give it to whoever wants.
Okay. Actually, no. I wouldn't want that either.
Actually, that's a good point. If the person who wins doesn't accept it, then it just goes over to the next mystery tournament.
Maybe.
And it gets added to the prize.
What if I just break it?
Don't do that.
I'm sorry, I hate Astolfo. Actually, that's not true. But
you're homophobic.
I hate the gays.
I hate the gays. I hate pork. I hate everyone who's not Muslim. all of you die. I know you have at least one of those things that you disagree with, so fuck you.
No, that was all correct.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna
fuck the gays.
We didn't have this in a topic, but I want to talk about Peach Ball. That game is all you could ever fucking wish for in a pinball game.
I just know it has big anime.
It's got big. Okay, so let me explain how the game works. So in the story mode, you open up a stage. There's like 5 per girl. So the plot of the game. So Senran Kagura Peach Ball, if you don't know, it's a Senran Kagura game. The one where it's the big booby shinobi ninjas.
Yes.
And they undress a lot because that's the thing they do.
Yes.
So the plot of the game is some girl touches this weird concoction in an arcade.
Of course.
And it fucking makes them all think that they're animals. So like
as it goes.
So one's a cat, one's a dog, one's a bunny, one's a fucking tanuki, and another's a bear.
As it goes.
As it goes. And basically you have to get them on top of this pinball machine that's fucking rigged up. And you have to stimulate them with vibrations from your ball, especially besides Ralts is fucking just crying to himself on the desk. But you have to stimulate them with vibrations to make them remember their old self.
Of course. Yeah.
And so you pick a stage, there's 5 per girl, you do the 4 others, and then the girl reverts back to being an animal after you make her human again.
No, of course.
And you go through a little cutscene. It's not a cutscene. but it's got like poses and they voice act all the lines and shit.
Sure.
And they talk to you and they're cute and they do these fucking bits and it's great. It's all you could ever ask for.
I see.
And then you go to pinball and you literally just bounce the ball around and you put them in hard knockdowns sometimes when you do certain shit and they're on the pinball machine.
Now you got them tab
It
locked. Now you
exposes-
got them button.
No, dude, you expose their breast and butt, which gives you like 150,000 points per hit, and you can have combo multipliers and items. There's lore, dude. But so then you do that, and then you enter super sexy mode, which is the end goal, which is where you fucking just bounce the ball super vibration heavy against their butt or their boobs, and then they fucking orgasm or something, and then they go, "Oh, I remember, I'm not an animal, and I'm naked. Fuck," and you go like, "Yeah." And then at the end of it, they thank you. They're like, "Thanks, random bystander in the arcade. We couldn't have done this without you." And I'm like, "Thank fucking God, dude. This is the hero I was always meant to be."
Yeah. Yeah.
But so yeah, right. Basically it's pinball and
with hentai.
No, it's pinball. And we were thinking about doing like a score tournament for that. I was thinking about it. I don't care what anyone else was thinking. I'm gonna say it.
Listen, all I know is it has boobs, so that's fine.
It's great. So there's that.
All right, so I want to talk about SmashCon.
Oh yeah, so
that is very close.
SmashCon is in less than a month.
That's crazy.
Jesus. Dude. I'm not ready. Fuck.
I'll be honest. I haven't really been playing Smash too much. Been focusing a lot more on Persona 5. But
yeah, I haven't been trying to grind up as hard as I've meant to.
I mean,
but like, I don't know. I kind of want to use SmashCon as like basically a party.
I see.
Because I have not partied in a long ass fucking time, and no matter how much I practice, I'm not gonna get to where I want to be before it.
That's fair.
So what I think I'm gonna use this one is I'm still gonna like try my ass off in bracket. But if I bust out, it is what it is, and then try to go for next year.
Yeah.
So like next year, try to grind up really hard for next year's after I see it and see what it's gonna be like, and then before that. This year, just kind of use it as you play in tournament day one, and then you just fucking hang out with people and party and have a good ass time for a weekend for the rest of it, which is what it should be. I'm also planning on buying a controller.
Oh,
that's one of my plans because my piece of shits, I need a better one. That's what it comes down to. My controllers are ass.
What are my plans? So I've kind of just deduced that I have gotten to a point with Zelda where I can't really get any better with the character. At this point, it's really just a matter of me being good as a player and,
You've done all there is. It's just being fundamentally better and fundamentally, mentally, it's a mental game now, 100%.
Yeah, so I don't really mind that I'm not playing the game as much because, I still know what things I can do and shit like that. But, so long as I can kind of like get good practice here and there, play at tournaments when I can,
keep you all up to date.
Yeah,
made you not go down.
Exactly. Then I feel like I'll be fine. Like prepped enough, and if it's not enough prep, then I'll know for next year. We'll have all the DLC characters released by then, so hopefully the meta will have solidified by the time next SmashCon comes. What am I planning on? I'm planning on maybe meeting a lot of people, probably playing a lot of people so I can gain matchup experience or something.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
Hopefully fucking buying more shit. Because last year I did buy a decent amount and it was fun. Bought a bunch of fucking keychains, bought a poster.
I don't have that much money, but I really want to buy shit. I love like fucking event shopping.
Exactly.
I'll say it, dude.
Like I bought pins.
Like a controller. And I think food are going to be the two big things that I spend money on. Because I'm all about, like, food truck shit. Like, I went to E3 for 2018. And I only ate while I was there this one food truck. Because I had a cute-ass girl on the front. And that was their thing. And I was like, this food's pretty good. It's not great. It's food truck, but it's not bad. But they have this cute anime girl on the front. That's all I need to power me through my day.
As expected.
E3 was it wasn't a train wreck, but my E3 for 2018 was, like, not great.
Well, the SmashCon's gonna be better.
SmashCon's gonna be hype.
Oh.
They have the arcade game
Oh yeah,
section.
that
I'm
is something they
so
have.
fucking excited for that.
Oh.
Holy shit, dude.
Let
I
me-
love rhythm games. I love all your weird fucking arcade shooters. I'll fucking dog on you on those, dude. Those are my games.
All I know is
oh boy.
I'm excited to go to SmashCon this time with a bunch of friends because, last year I didn't really know anyone all that well.
Damn.
This year, I'm closer with a lot more fucking people. I'm entering doubles. And
I need to enter more brackets too. I just need to find someone for doubles. Because I do kind of want to do that too. That sounds fun.
Enter with Emmanuel. El Shudo.
That would kind of be hype.
What was the last thing? Oh yeah, and I'm really hoping to hype up the Nova boys for this shit because I want to see all of us do the best that we can.
I want to see
some
some high tier Nova and even some Sova guys.
Oh yeah, I want to see a bunch of people make it out of bracket.
I want to see
or make it out of
Virginia.
pools.
I want to see the Virginia reason just blossom.
So I kind of already think that VA has a good chance of making it out of pools.
No, VA has a ton. We have Jeb.
Yeah, we have a bunch
Tengu.
of
Honestly,
players.
I think Tengu's gonna make it out of pools.
Probably, yeah.
Unless he like sandbags because it's early, which I could see as well.
I don't think he would.
Registered. No, but he sandbags, quote unquote.
I see.
Because he just doesn't play as well because it's like early and shit, or whether he's like hungry or all other things. It's whether he's like on it.
I see.
And I don't know how he's gonna do if he sees he can't take top 8.
All I know is I'm hyped to see how Nova, our college kids.
Oh, that'll be who's going? Me, you,
El Shudo, Jevin.
Oh, Jevin's going.
Yeah,
Brandon's going for sure.
Going. I don't know who else. Frank is going. Frank's from the server.
Is Frank going?
Yeah.
That's hype.
I don't completely know who else. I think Xander should be going. Poe is probably going.
Roger, I don't think is.
Probably not. So yeah, I think those people are like for sure probably going.
That'd be hype, dude. Man, there's gonna be so much that's going on. Like, I don't know what I want to do because, like, I want to go out and you want to support the boys, but I also want to experience the event.
Oh, for sure. I
mean, there's only like so many sets I'm gonna be able to catch.
I think I'm gonna try to be there for my friends as much as possible because that's kind of what I hope to achieve. Like, see how the Nova kids are doing.
Dude, if you make it out of pools, I'm going fucking insane.
Yeah, if all the guys from the Nova shitters can make it out of pools, I'd be so happy.
There's no pools are hard, right? Because does it go to 128
pools,
or 64?
I don't completely remember. Oh, it goes to 128. I believe.
Okay.
So it's like I think it's like 2 sets of pools. Like first you make it out of your first pool, and then you got to go into the second one, and then you got to make it.
Yeah. I can probably. Like I'm hoping to make it in the pool too.
Yeah, that's my goal.
I wonder if they'll do round robin pools.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
So I'm hoping that everyone from the Nova shitters at least makes it out of the first pool. Because if we do, that's great.
I also don't know. I don't know how bad everybody is too.
You
could also just get fucked in bracket too.
That's true. Yeah,
you could hypothetically play somebody who's fucking
good.
Somebody who's like top 16 in the world.
Yeah.
And then somebody who's top 48 in the world.
Yeah.
That's more than reasonable.
That's true, yeah.
Even though it's unlikely.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how everyone will do. Looking forward to buying shit. Maybe a new poster. Last year I got a Martha and Lucina poster. Super cool. Shout outs to Magister. Cool guy.
Does Magister make posters?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
his art's pretty good. I might buy a Zelda poster this time. It was looking pretty cute. But we'll see.
I don't know. I don't know if I buy Smash posters. Anime posters, all about, depending on what it is.
I mean,
but it's like all design thing. The one thing I'm debating on what type of controller to get.
What do you mean?
So obviously every controller is the exact fucking same.
Yes.
But they have designs on them.
Oh yeah.
Like, have you ever seen Endy's controller? He has a toga controller.
Yeah.
And that shit, I looked at that. I was like, yo, that's actually super cool. I'm thinking about getting in the Higao.
I want
one.
Oh,
that would be so fun.
I guess that suits you.
And I mean, like, what else would you do? Like, there's cool designs.
I thought about it a lot too, and I mean, I don't know what I'd put on mine. Probably some like waifu shit.
I would never do a character one too, because like,
I probably would. Like,
I'm not super hard set on characters.
like maybe Zelda, maybe some fake character. I don't fucking know. But I'd probably do a character if I had to do like anything, or maybe just some cool ass like color design or something. I don't know.
No, I definitely want a bright ass controller. That's the one thing. I want like a unique controller.
Yeah, I
for sure.
like,
If I'm gonna spend the what is it like $80 usually?
yeah,
If I'm gonna spend the $80, I want a nice controller. I have the Smash Con bag, so I finally have like a bag to keep it into.
Right,
I
yeah.
want to treat it right. I want to fucking do everything in my power, dude.
right.
I would probably buy the controller. I'd probably hope to buy it like end of day one maybe, and then I would just keep it back here for the whole weekend.
Hmm.
I wouldn't even fuck around with trying to break it in, or I definitely wouldn't use it in bracket.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'd want to keep that nice because I've kind of beat the fuck out of my controllers that I have now. Not like much, but a little bit. I don't think it's affected it super bad, but
Right.
there's definitely people who treat theirs better.
Let me think. I might. No, I say this at like every big ass kind of event. Like, oh, I want to meet some of the top players or whatever.
Dude,
But
I was thinking about that. Who would you money match if you had the opportunity?
who would I money match? Probably Nairo.
Nairo?
Yeah, because I mean, like, I'd probably lose for sure. But like when I see Nairo's streams and shit, he looks like he's having a good time. He's being a
doing some
shitter.
hype shit.
Right, he's being cool and
That's
being a
actually
shitter.
sick.
And I'm like, you know what? If you pull off some hype shit on me, I can't even be mad. Like,
If I could money match Nairo's Ganon, I would be all about that.
bro, I want to
That'd
money
be
match
so
literally
cool.
any of his characters. Maybe his DK. His DK is hilarious.
I haven't seen much of
His DK is so funny. He constantly tries to go for down B setups, and I'm like, look at this fucking guy.
Dude, DK is actually insane with down B.
It's stupid. It
Like
has
I
like no
haven't
lag.
seen. No, yeah, and it's
so
so powerful. It spikes. You can go for offstage setups. You can fucking bury people with
Oh
it.
yeah.
Even though you can't get like anything super hard out
Down
of it.
down B into up smash is a kill confirm. If they
Really?
if they like miss the tech, you have to do like that instant dash and a up smash, I believe.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's a kill confirm. I saw him do it against Keitaro. Keitaro tech two of them,
That's
and then he
fucking
didn't tech the
so
third, and then he
funny.
died. And I was like, this is so fucking stupid.
That's so fucking great.
That's exactly what I want out of a money match. Just get shit on because we're being shitters.
Hype. Dude.
Exactly. But yeah, I've like if I want to meet top players for any reason, it's quite literally because I feel like I could get along with them because I'm a shitter. But talking to new people is also a pain.
Oh, I never have a problem with that. The only thing I would be worried about is I like hate to be like invasive
Yeah.
of people.
Yeah,
like
I
I
feel
remember
that.
at E3, I like was walking by the Nintendo booth because for the Smash thing, you had
Yeah.
to register your time.
Yeah.
And it wasn't my time, and I was walking to get by something else, and I like walked by MK Leo, and I looked for a second. I was like, "Holy shit, is that MK Leo?" And then I was like, "Oh wow, it is," because he was just kind of like looking at the stage. I think he was with his like dad or something, because he was like 17, and I was
Yeah.
like, "That's really cool." And then I walked away because I was like, "I don't want to be that guy who walks around and be like, dude, are you fucking MK Leo?
Yeah.
Dude, you're so cool." And be like, "See?" And be like, yeah.
Yeah. Thank
And his Spanish English.
Gracias.
That'd be so cool. MK Leo seems dope too, because he's like he's one of us, you know. He's a young ass kid.
He's friends.
just
He's
really
friends
good
with
at
some of the
Spanish.
Nova guys, not like Nova College guys, but like
But some of the Nova people.
Matador and all of them. But yeah, that's what I mean though. Like they're just normal people at the end of the day.
No,
But I feel,
every single one of them is just normal.
but I
people.
feel like for me personally, it still feels kind of hard to approach them because, like I said, I'm not super good with like new people unless they talk to me first. Like literally,
Yeah.
once a conversation starts, it's over. It's done. But like
that's fair. Yeah.
getting to that point, the hardest part. It's
Well,
like
the other
God.
thing is like, what do you hope to get out of it?
That's
You
true
know what
too,
I mean?
yeah.
Because it's like
Yeah.
if I were to go up to Leo and talk to him, it was like, what am I getting out of that other than the satisfaction that I've talked to MK Leo? Like,
Right.
oh, whoa, you've talked to MK Leo, dude. You're so cool.
Right,
Can I-
yeah.
Can I give you a stiffy? Can I let that boy down real quick, please? It's like I could talk to him and that's cool, but it's like
That's fair.
if I knew I was gonna get in the Smash and move to VA, I might have done it just so that way I could see him again and be like, "Hey, what's up, Leo? Remember that time anything?" And be like, "No." I'll be like, "Yeah, let's go."
Honestly, I just want to make friends with people. But
That's cool.
It's kind of hard sometimes, but it's whatever. We'll see.
Especially when you don't like make it out, because this is both our only big events, right?
Yeah. I mean, I would have gone to Pound, but it was too expensive at the moment.
No, the only thing I would consider going to is Pound, but I wouldn't do like a hotel or anything.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And driving out, you'd have to take like 2 hours probably?
Oh, no. It's like at most an hour. But like...
With traffic?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's not terrible though.
I mean...
But you would have to get people to drive you.
With traffic, it might be like a lot worse.
But 2 hours.
It quite honestly just depends on like when you...
I guess only the Friday would be super bad.
Yeah.
And then if there was like an event happening, because wasn't Pound like fucking Memorial Day weekend?
Some shit like that, yeah.
It was like some bad timing.
Yeah. So. Anyways, all I gotta say is looking forward to SmashCon, looking forward to seeing how everyone does, looking forward to meeting people, seeing what happens. It'll be fun. It should be exciting.
That's all I hope to get out of this. I hope to forget all the fucking stupid drama bullshit that's happening. I hope to forget I hope to forget college. I hope to forget fucking work. I want all that shit to go the fuck away for a weekend.
I might have to like leave the fucking event early. Like I won't be able to attend like the last day because apparently Eid's during that weekend, and I'm like, fuck, are you serious? And I didn't realize this until like after I'd already signed up. Like weeks later, my parents were talking about it, and they're thinking about going to New York. I'm like, fuck. So, well, I probably won't like do all that well anyway, so technically it should be fine in tournament-wise.
But you have to boo! Where's the boo?
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to be really upset knowing that I can't stay there. But it's whatever. I mean, if that ends up happening, I'll still be watching Top 8 and all that shit, seeing what happens.
I'm just looking to boo, baby.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
Anyways, let's get down to the real topic.
Oh, fuck. Okay, boys. So we have topic 2, part 2. The fucking waifu warriors. Where? Okay. Marina! Okay, so let's start off with Nova server lore for the nobody who watches this that doesn't know about it. So there's fucking waifus.
There's a split.
Run amok.
There's a split.
Well, there's waifus just before the split.
Okay, that's true.
There was a run amok of waifu having. We have like 3 fucking waifu channels. And shit.
We have
people who are probably seeing all you fucking Fate babies, all you fucking Fire Emblem babies.
Sure.
Fuck you. Shit's dumb. I hate it. It's like, fuck, get some original material. You pick the same 2 goddamn series that milk the fuck out of everything. Give me something interesting. Oh, look at that. It's a Fire Emblem character with a slightly mischanged face and different hair. She's 2 inches taller than the other one. Whoa.
Okay.
She fights for her one friend instead of her other friend. Whoa!
Okay. Yeah.
God, I hate it. Give me something interesting. You could spend all that time watching great seasonals that would bring you fucking life, and instead you spend it talking about which Fire Emblem character you want in Smash.
Okay, so while I do agree that's a dumb topic, because it's not gonna happen.
Because it's literally confirmed by Sakurai not to happen.
Yeah.
B, who gives a fuck, dude? We already have a ton of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't care too much
give him
anyways.
a spear. That's fucking nuts, dude.
All I know is...
waiting.
Can I just talk about the split? I actually don't care about this part.
Okay, but we have a bunch of waifu tags. So one day, fucking in the 30,000 talks of waifus that happen weekly,
as it should be,
fucking the topic somehow gets someone brings up Splatoon 2 lewds or something.
Was it? I don't even.
That
remember.
was exactly but
something about Splatoon 2.
Someone brought up Splatoon 2 lewds, and everyone, and then somebody else chimed in. It was like, that shit's fucking degenerate. Like, I can't believe you would draw lewds of a little girl. And then is when it happens. So so then what happens is a talk becomes by people in the server about whether Splatoon 2 lewds are degenerate or valid.
Honestly, it's specifically Marina.
Well, so it got to talking about characters, and I remember I saw this happening, and as as you know, as I do, I said, "Oh well, I can shitpost valiantly through
yes.
I can shitpost for days about
Yes.
this. This is great. I
Yes.
struck while the iron was hot.
Yes, I recall this now.
Fucking, I start like shit posting about how it's like fine, clearly trying to bait people out. Like, yeah, haha, like I don't know what you're talking about. It's
Right.
fine. We brought up Marina and Pearl. So if you don't know, Marina and Pearl are like the Splatoon 2 head figures. They're the two like
Some shit like that.
two of the defined characters
Yeah.
in Splatoon.
They're like the idols of that world or whatever.
And someone brought up that Marina was like 18 and Pearl was 21 in the confirmed lore. But that was with Splatoon 2, so nobody knows about Splatoon 1. Some dumb bullshit. Who gives a fuck?
They were released in Splatoon 2,
Who fucking cares? It's a fucking video game about squid girls. Oh, who gives a fuck? You either beat off to it or you don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sounds about right.
So someone brought up Marina, and someone got mad, like, Marina's fucking degenerate. I can't believe someone was going off. I'm not going to name names.
Yeah, okay.
But someone was going off, like, fucking, I can't believe you would do that. So then I, like the master shit poster I am, I'm talking with a bunch of friends while this is happening in a separate Discord chat.
I see.
And one sends me this fucking ugly ass DeviantArt picture of Marina ripping a fat fart. Just fucking ripping ass. Because I was like, send me some degenerate shit to send to this. This is gonna be so funny. So he sent me, and I'm like, this is literally perfect. The proportions are shit. It's drawn like ass, and she's ripping ass. This is all I could ever want to send. So I with the smirk of a lifetime, write some message like, Marina's great. I beat off loads to Marina. I wanted to rip a stinky fat fart in my face, attach the picture, done. God. And fucking, it goes haywire. I get called out by that one dude, and he's like, you are fucking disgusting. I can't believe you would fucking do this. I hope you burn in hell. And I was like, I hope I burn in Marina's fucking ass cheeks, dude. I hope she reads hot, stinky sulfur on me and just fucking lets her go. God. And then the fucking split happens. So then I'm telling Ralts about this, right? Because he's not there. And I'm like, dude, the fucking servers are in shambles right now.
I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
I know. And then I fucking update him on the lore. And I was like, dude, fucking Marina, people are going haywire, saying Splatoon is pedophilia. Fucking right. I've been shit posting about Marina. People have been hard calling me out. This is actually so funny. And so I get Ralts all caught up, send him to the start of the messages, and then he immediately frame like 3 goes in, and he's like, yeah, honestly, I would beat the fuck out of my dick to Marina. Oh, yeah. She's so hot. And I'm like, yeah.
I keep going off about this shit. And I kept saying shit like, oh man, I would like dog on Marina with my enraged penis.
I would grow a dog wiener. It would fucking, the flesh would just zoop out of the fucking natural skin and be red and
just
fleshy.
Red and fleshy. And
as
just
I fucking harvest Marina. Oh.
And I was saying all sorts of shit like that. And, I was also getting shit. None of the Marina worshippers were awake at this time.
I was the only one. It was literally only me and people defending aside from that.
Yeah.
That it's not that bad and who cares.
Yeah.
And then there are the people who are like, it's clear pedophilia.
Yeah. But, like, I was talking about all that shit. I kept getting people talk about, man, what the fuck are you doing? Like, shut the fuck up. You're disgusting, you're weird. And I just kept saying, I'm trying to smash the fuck out of this octopus girl.
That's what I was saying. I was like, I'm trying to feel the fucking mucus membranes of the hair on my taint, dude. Grease me the fuck up,
and
please.
Fucking
I said, put that fucking dumper all over my face. Let me suffocate.
Let me nibble.
God's 8th wonder. Please.
Let me nibble on your toes for just a moment. Please, aloe.
Let me fucking suckle on those babies, all painted and nice. So stinky. She's been in the hot studio all day in those fucking sneakers. There's no way she wears socks. Let me fucking just get a whiff. Please, man. I've killed Ralts. It's over.
Bro.
He's fucking dead, dude.
Why are you so fucking passionate about this?
Dude, my one life goal is to leave fucking Nova with everybody questioning whether I'm actually in defeat or not.
That's fair.
If I can do that, I'll have been fulfilled in my life. On my deathbed, I wouldn't even tell you. I'd be like, am I in defeat? I'd fucking whisper as my last breath, I'm not in, I'm into, and then just fucking die on the spot. And falls and fucking rest for eternity with a happy smile on my face, knowing that they never knew.
As it should be.
As
Allah wills it.
It's my one lore
As
factor.
God intended.
That's the one most important lore about me that I want people to know.
That's fair.
That you'll never know whether I'm serious and actually have a foot fetish.
I like that. That's some good Nova
That's
lore.
character development, dude. That's what none of you other guys do. You just kind of do shit. But you need to have character development. You need to push stuff. You need to push yourself to grow and think about feet, and then you need to push others to discover that.
Anyways, go ahead and talk about whatever the fuck you want to
talk about. Okay, so the Marina shit happens. It's died off, but we're trying to have more of a split. We're definitely the shitposting meat clan, comprised of myself, which still looking for members. Ooh, I should get Bear in the meat clan. Bear's neutral. I would more than welcome Bear in the meat clan.
He'd probably enter.
Bear would be so high. Bear would be so hyped for the meat clan. So, yeah. So the other thing with the waifu warriors, even though it kind of just is about Marina, the other thing I want to talk about is, holy fuck, dude. This anime seasonal has the most wild, vivid waifu selection you could ever fucking go for.
You're going to have to run me down the girls.
Don't worry. We're getting there.
That's all I want to hear.
It's been tamed. So there have been some developments to catch you up on seasonal lore about producers and series exploring stuff. The one big one that comes to mind is Sonan something Deska, and that was about a landlord who is carrying over a fucking 12-year-old boy because he moves into the dorm. It's a bunch of girls and the landlord. Tsunohara style, that's what it was. And she is this old ass woman. She's 26 or 28, really mild, and it's weird because there's a lot of really questionable Shota moments. Nothing super hard, mind you. Nothing like this lady is trying to fuck this kid. She's clearly just trying to encourage him and help him grow up. But it had some kind of sus moments where you're that's kind of like Shota. Are you? Yeah. What's going on here? And it's it's just a wholesome it's just pinball. It's really just pinball.
Okay.
And then it's been branching out a little bit more. You've had the isekai series. So let me run you down the waifus to watch out for. First of all, we have how heavy are the dumbbells you lift? Dumbbell 9 kilometer.
I've heard about this.
This is a workout anime. Yes. And it's girls. There's one girl has a muscle fetish because the plot of it is basically high school girls, I'm flabby. Oh, you're flabby? No. Yeah. And she's I want to not be flabby. I want to look fucking rocker in this bod. First of all, queens, please keep those fucking love handles warm and ready. I'll fucking worship every ounce of them. I'll fucking say it.
It doesn't really matter to me.
Okay. But getting aside, so there's a muscle fetish waifu. They added a teacher this week in episode 3, which is kind of hype. She's a cosplayer in her free time. Yes! She tries to get on. I'm yes! I'm thank the fucking gods! We did it, boys! Round it up! Take them to the Holy Land! I'd walk 20 miles for a teacher who's a cosplayer. Let me tell you. God. Oh my god. So they have the muscle fetish girl. They have the Gyaru who's just a Gyaru in looks and just a high school girl in fucking act who's fucking just eats a shit ton and is trying to lose weight. The cool thing about that show too,
don't they give actual exercise facts and stuff?
No, yeah, they do actual exercise facts. They talk about the correct form and what you should be doing, and they talk about like this week they had a heavy emphasis on diet. So it's not necessarily about, not even so much as about what you eat. What you eat's a big part, but also how you're eating it. I learned that it's a really big deal that you don't want to starve yourself and eat on an empty stomach a lot because it increases your blood sugar increases. and your body produces more insulin and energy. So by binging yourself and overeating and eating on an empty stomach more, your body creates more and more insulin because it's going, I'm hungry, I have no energy. And the more energy it creates, the more energy you have to burn, which is bad. So basically you commit more fat. Like they brought up sumo wrestlers, actually that's how they eat. Like sumo wrestlers eat like 22,000 meals, and what they basically do is cook a big pot of what they call charanko, which is like a super highly nutritious, like fucking just throwing like whole cabbages and onions and chicken, and it's like a soup. But that's what you don't want to do. You want to eat more frequently and limit your meals to smaller, more low calorie things.
Right.
But like that's the cool thing about it. They teach it's and that's the thing that's kind of emerged in seasonals too, is Japan kind of looks like it's realized more like, hey, where the fuck is our country going? Like we got some problems. It was like, well, everyone's sitting around watching anime, and then some fucking genius had the idea, like, what if we teach people how to live through anime?
They're like,
and they were like, what? They were like, what? What does that mean? We're supposed to just put fucking cute girls there. They were like, but what if we do stuff with it? And then they were like, holy shit. So a couple years back, I think it's a 2015 anime, there was a parody anime that was pretty funny, and the whole emphasis was on farming. It's basically these kids in a high school, in like an agriculture high school. They all have their fucking reasons, and it's a parody anime. It's a hard comedy, but they taught you farming shit about it.
Oh, Silver Spoon or something?
No, I think that's a different one. I don't remember though. It had the bitch with the cow tits with pink hair.
Never mind.
Yeah, so it's a different one. No, well, that's a lot of hentais too. But this one specifically, if you were to see it, it had the girl with pink hair and just giant fucking cow tits.
Sure.
And but it develops knowledge on farming, and even in the fucking anime, it brings up how the manga that it's based off of, the guy who was writing it brought up in his series that he made a hint towards he was getting paid to write an anime by, I guess, his publisher or something, to teach people about farming and write an entertaining manga with it, because there weren't enough people farming.
Oh.
There wasn't enough supply for the demand of workers in it.
That's interesting.
And there's been hints of that for it's just been developing more and more and more. Like you have shows like Food Wars that are developing cooking. You have the fucking Dumbbell that's teaching you how to work out, how to not be a fat, lazy piece of shit weeb, and to just be a piece of shit weeb who's not fat and lazy. They teach you how to eat right. And that's what's super cool about it. Like, they had Hataraku Saibo, Cells at Work. It taught you about the human body, but with fucking cute anime girls. I've never been so interested in fucking anatomy before. That's what I'm saying. You know how cool that is? Like, what do we do in America? What's our media consumption? It's fucking... On TV, it's fucking dramas about cops and all these fucking political factors. On fucking, the other big source is social media and YouTube. That's all fucking entertainment. Look at me whiling out doing this stupid shit you would ever do. Look at me, I know a big thing with women is like nail and beauty YouTubers, like teaching you how to put up makeup and nails and shit. And that's actually one of the best things that I think of that's come right now, because while it's like makeup and nails, sure, whatever, how does that help me, this person sitting here living my life? It doesn't. But to those girls, it helps them develop a skill. It helps further the meta for makeup and nails, because the more people that get good at it, the higher the ceiling's going to grow, because the lower the bottom goes and the higher the median goes, where the average person is good at this, the higher the ultra exceptional people are, because it's going to be easier to get to that median.
Right.
And there's not enough, and other than that, we don't develop anything. There's some people on YouTube watch these cool, like, informational videos about some random ass shit. But other than that, that's not like it. There's nothing developing actual real skills.
Right. Like,
a big comment on the Education Society of America is that we're getting taught who the fuck George Washington was and why the fuck I should care that in the 1920s fires were big and why our economy crashed. But we're not getting taught how to file our taxes, how to look for a job, how to sell yourself. We're not learning these generalized skills that 90% of people should have. Japan's fucking doing that and more. They're teaching you, here are these good things you should be doing. And here's this entertaining fashion, like dumbbell non-kilometer moteru, the dumbbell show. They're teaching me every week how the fuck I should work out, how I should diet, all these things while keeping me entertained with a cast of great, funny, like developed characters, all these interesting standalone characters who don't mend together. And they're keeping me entertained, even through the parts where they're showing you like what you should be doing and what correct form is. They're keeping it visually entertaining. They're keeping you maintained with a funny little like video with it or whatever. And they're teaching you, but also making it worth your time. They're not making it information heavy. They're just teaching you what the most important thing is and really keeping you in with it, which I think is cool. Same thing with like Cells at Work, where they just kind of slip in bits of information on an already entertaining show. Like you could completely take that out of the show and it would still have value completely, which is what I think is cool and what I think more things should be doing. Like in fucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This show it's a fucking fighter manga. It's wild, crazy shit happens. I've learned more obscure Wikipedia facts in that than I think I have in my whole life combined. Because that's how Rocky writes shit. Because everyone has these powers. And basically, he just goes to Wikipedia and he's like, okay, random wiki. Oh, fucking sky flyers or whatever they're called. They're these invisible things that are rumored to fly through the sky at ultrasonic sounds that you've never seen before. I'm going to give a guy with power with that. What does that do for me? I don't fucking know what those things are. I don't know what it does. But I know about it. I know how vectors work because there's a fucking, that's force applied to a direction. There's a fucking lady with that power, so I get to learn how that works. Fucking gravity.
Sure.
That's a bit of a rant. Okay, back to cute girls, because that took a while. So there's the fucking Dumbbell Girls, Isekai Cheat Magician, that shows dog shit. Don't watch it. Mao-sama Retry, that looks mediocre. They have a girl in Mao-sama who's like a little girl who looks like Ramen Ren, blonde hair with red eyes, but like that same sort of style. The show kind of looks like it's mediocre, though. The main character basically fucking isekai into his own game world. He's the most powerful person,
as it usually goes.
And it's just kind of boring. The main character's not charming enough to make it work. The side characters, they only have the one, and it just looks okay.
Oof.
Yeah. Kanata no Astra. Waifus are kind of down to earth. None of them are super cool, but it's got a really good list of characters. That's basically, they get stranded in space 80 light years because of some random ball teleports them 80 light years away to the nearest known galaxy in the space age with a ship. And it's basically these high school kids who are looking to go into space exploration have to figure out how to get back without dying. And they have to figure out how to get through starvation, how to find food, how to explore planets and save. They have to do all that shit. And it's a really cool, it's really visually satisfying. The visuals are beautiful for it. So yeah, that's a really good show. Are You Lost? Sonan Desu Ka? 4 high school girls get lost on an island. One of them's a survival freak because her dad took her out and fucking got lost and they had to survive. So she knows all these tips. So she's a down-to-earth, very real, shameless survival thing with other cute archetypes. That one's not bad. That's a 15-minute short. Other one, Magical Senpai. So, that show, I think it's by the same people who made Dagashi Kashi, which was about sweets.
So that was an interesting anime.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I didn't watch the second season that much.
Yeah,
just because they didn't
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch second season.
They didn't. I watched like the first couple episodes. They didn't really do anything with it. It was kind of halves, and it was just there was nothing stringing it along.
I got you.
It just felt like there was no development. They added a third character, but I never got to that point. This one, it's a big boobied high school girl who's into magic, and she's a klutz and basically fucks it up all the time and gets herself into etchy situations. Take it as you will. But it's cute and charming. Definitely hard etchy. Same with Are You Lost? What else do we got? The fucking From Commonplace to World's Strongest. That show looks like ass. fucking dude in a video game world, but he's always been in it. It's like a video game setup world. Basically, he gets stranded in a dungeon where he's underleveled as fuck and starts eating monsters and loses his arm and gets super strong because the monster meat levels him up. And then he's gonna come out fucking crazy and seek revenge on the person who trapped him down there. Some dumb shit. It's
Sure.
not very entertaining. The main dude's way too fucking edgy and not in a good anti-hero way like Shield Hero did it. Shield Hero did a great job with opening a character up as an anti-hero.
I wouldn't know.
You didn't watch Shield Hero? Are you fucking kidding me?
I literally haven't watched
Oh my
anything.
god, you're so fucking grimy. I can't believe this fucking dude sits around playing JRPGs, talking about Fate, talking about Fire Emblem, doesn't even watch Shield Hero.
Yeah.
Might win Anime of the Year. I can't fucking believe you right now, Taz.
Sounds about right.
Fuck. Anyway, cops, but there's a magical world. There's like a magical alien world that has a gate in the ocean that opens up one day. That one looks super okay. I could see it developing to be good, but not so sure. Abandoned Sacred Beast for you furries. Basically, they figure out...
Shoutouts to Bear.
Shoutouts to Bear, baby. Let's go. So it's basically two nations develop and fight a war, and then one nation develops this super troop army where they get basically morphed into monsters, but they can morph back and forth. So they can take up their monster forms. One girl's like a wyvern, one's like a fucking...
That's actually pretty cool.
Some guy's a dragon. And the thing is, during the war, and this all happens during the first episode, during the war, because it rages on for years or whatever, the more times they're transforming, the more stuck they get.
Yeah.
Like it starts coming up where their legs are like permanently like getting scaly or feathery. And then they have to end up, one person loses their humanity and starts in a like just spastic rage, starts attacking like random soldiers.
That sounds interesting.
When he gets transformed, and then they have to like kill him, and he's like, please kill me, I've lost my soul. He like manages that. And then something happens, and one of the squadron leaders, who evidently didn't transform that much, so he isn't too far gone, has to end up putting down all their squad mates because the war ends, and all of them keep transforming and losing their sense of self. And they made a pact after the first guy that they would be killed by one of their other squad mates if they started to lose their sense of self, to kind of keep it within the platoon. So that one's a bit interesting. It's got some cool beast girls. One's like a spider, one's a wyvern.
Sounds like a predictable plot, but
it's not bad. It's got some good action elements. There's also a lot of like non-action-y parts to it that are more of dealing with being turned into a beast and like coming back from the war, which is it's pretty interesting.
It sounds interesting, but because the plot sounds pretty predictable, I feel like, what can you really make it do to make it even better between the characters and all that? I don't know.
It's more so of like living with being a beast and like living with it's kind of commentary on like coming back from war,
I guess,
and having to deal with the effects of it, just kind of in a different manner. But anyway, that show looks kind of good. Hensuki, are you willing to fall in love with a giant pervert? This show is very interesting. So take your normal high school fucking rom-com harem, right? Skip the first season. Opens up. This guy knows all the girls already. Four girls. They all have clearly built relationships with them. I think they start hinting at like the origins of like how they first became friends and all that. There's the fucking sister, the big titty older senpai, the classmate who's pretty normal, and then the sorta lolly underclassmen. Thing about this show is they all are weird, giant, fucking weird fetishists, which you don't learn until the end of the last episode. It opens up, they're in the calligraphy club. After they clean the club one day, main character finds a note with it saying, oh, it's a love letter to him with a pair of panties on it. And he's trying to figure out, okay, who the fuck sent me this? I know these four girls. It might be one of these four girls, but which one? And he confronts one of them at the end of the first episode. And then she goes, I can't believe you figured out my secret. And he's like, oh, okay, she's Cinderella. And then she fucking unbuttons her shirt and puts a collar around her. And she's like, will you please be my master and let me be your pet? And he's like, hold on, what the fuck? And you're like, what the fuck? What is going on? Like, huh? What? And they do it again in the second episode. In the second episode, spoilers a little bit, but one girl's a giant fucking masochist. So she starts choking the fucking main character out with a pair of panties once she fucking reveals that she's a giant masochist. And she wants the main character to be a slave, but that's some cool farther right.
She wants the main character to be her slave?
Yeah. So it's reversed. So
she's a sadist.
Oh, yeah. So the first character is a masochist, you're right. So the first character is a masochist, and the second character is a giant sadist.
Okay.
So, and I don't know. Clearly, the other girls are going to have some shit about them. I don't even know what it could be yet. But it's kind of cool. It's super funny. It's very glossy, and it's animation, which is pretty cool. I'll see if I can pull up the picture to show, or it'll just fucking lag. Oh, it's because I clicked on the episode. But it's got a very glossy animation. It's very bright and colorful, which is nice, and it's got good characters. They do interesting things. It's got a good supporting cast. Like the main character has a guy friend who he's like talking to it about it to try to figure out what to do,
as it usually goes.
Yeah, but it's a nice spin going past the I need to make friends with these girls and then slowly fall in love, and they already all like me, and it's discovering more about them. So that show's pretty cool. What else do we got?
Takagi-san.
Takagi-san. I didn't watch the first one. I've been thinking about it though.
I was keeping up with the manga for a good while. It looks like cute and charming. Cute and charming, yeah. Which is basically what it is.
Yeah, which main girl teases grade school friend.
Yeah, it's very cute. Yeah, it's very cute. I like it a lot.
So that's got a second season. That's cool. I have to catch up. Don't know what this fucking BEM show is. I'm a little bit behind. The Ones Within is kind of weird. Basically, these fucking Let's Play stars all play this one game online. And then the gimmick is they all get selected. They all get knocked out and sent to this game world. Mm-hmm. And the whole goal of it is to get everybody, to get 1 million people watching this live stream. That's live streamed 24 hours a day on all their lives. Yeah. And so it's got like one dude's a fucking hothead and he's a fighting game specialist. One girl's a horror game specialist and she's like aggressive but still gets scared. Some weird shit by that. One girl I think is like a cooking tuber. It looks okay. I'll have to see. I've only seen episode 1. This show, Lord L. Meloy. This is a fucking Fate show, which I didn't know.
So I already know about Lord El Malloy, I was about to say, hey, that's a Fate character. He's technically a real figure as well in history.
As all of them are. I started learning Fate lore when I watched, because there's a pre-special to it, an episode 0, if you will, and then an episode 1.
I didn't realize he had his own show. I kept seeing fan art of this shit, but I wasn't sure.
This looks fucking stupid and like Fate fan service, which is why I fucking hate it. So episode 0, I went into this not knowing it was Fate related. I didn't figure out it was Fate related until the first episode.
Okay.
Because episode 0, they open up with this case where this cat curses them. It's very laid back. It's kind of just teasing you at what the show's about. And I was like, okay, there's some cool powers shown, even though it's not shown for much. They're kind of just showing, here's the things that our show's going to offer. Here's this girl who's like fucking kind of bland, but has personality. She just doesn't outright show it a lot.
Uh-huh.
Here's this fucking snarky dude who's at power. And then episode 1, they fucking go through why he's in the position he's in, because he's old fucking teacher of a class that's a big deal in this fucking clock tower for some stupid reason. Mm-hmm. And he was in the fucking Holy Grand War, and they talk about all this lore. And it felt just so bad. It just felt like Fate fan service. They had this moment where they fucking ask him if he's a virgin and he gets all blustered. That was like out of nowhere after like 10 minutes of serious comments. And it didn't work at all. It just felt like you were putting this in to put it in. It didn't dilute the tension at all. They didn't show anything cool. It felt boring. It just felt like Fate fan service. Like, here, you guys like this series. Here's this fucking random ass character with half-ass writing behind it.
Sure.
That makes us think, I hate that.
Okay.
There's so much better. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. That has a cute girl in it too. That has cool characters. That has great sparkling animation and effects. That has a good, hearty plot.
So what's it about?
It's fucking this dude. This fucking guy.
It's fucking this dude.
This fucking dude.
We're fucking a dude.
We're fucking a dude, baby. This dude gets fucked hard. He's in the mountains in fucking Shoto era Japan. I think it's Shoto era.
Dick sucked first episode. It's
first
crazy.
episode. He goes down from the mountains. He travels down to the mountains. He's the only man in the family. He's with a bunch of girls and like little kids.
Sure.
And so he fucking goes down to the mountains. He goes, I gotta sell some shit. I gotta support my family. Here's the stuff we make.
Okay.
Comes back up from the mountains. A snowstorm's happening. Gets back. Whole family fucking dead.
How did I
bloodied carcass?
God.
Just
okay,
wait.
Go ahead.
Bloodied carcasses everywhere. It's fucking gruesome. Then what he sees is his fucking sister, who's still breathing.
Uh-huh.
So he brings his sister out. His sister's bloody. And then all of a sudden, as he's out in the snow trying to figure out why his sister's alive, trying to carry her down to the mountain, she gets up, she grows fangs, she gets all fucking veiny and muscly, and she turns into a demon, right? Mm-hmm. So then she's a demon, and he's like, no, Nezuko, please don't be a fucking demon. Like, I know you're still in there. Mm-hmm. And then some demon slayer comes up because he sees there's a demon. He's like, sorry, I couldn't get here sooner. I'm going to have to kill your sister. Because once you're a demon, you lose humanity. You want to eat humans. That's all you can think about. There's none of you left. So then a fight happens between the fucking Nezuko, the brother, and the demon slayer. And in the fight, the demon slayer is like about to attack the fucking kid. And the sister comes in and fucking kicks the dude as hard as she can. Kicks the demon slayer away. Because she's strong as fuck. She's a demon. So then he's like, wait a second. Maybe she has a point. And then basically the brother calms down the sister, and she regains some of her humanity. But there are certain things they have to avoid, like demons.
So can she like use demon powers or something? And
but she can't. She can't talk. So there are things that they talk about. So in it, they develop that Nezuko sleeps instead of eating humans to regain her energy. Okay. She's very mild now. Okay. She still regains her humanity. She still recognizes Tanjiro, the brother. Okay. And she's super strong. And it's not like she can control it. It's like she's always a demon. And she's kind of just there at her core still. And it goes through the story of Tanjiro becoming a demon slayer and trying to turn his sister back from a demon. Because she clearly still has personality in her humanity. And let me tell you, this episode 3 is a training arc. The whole episode is a training arc. It is the best training arc episode I've ever seen in my entire life out of the fucking thousands and thousands of episodes of anime I've watched. And it is maybe one of the best episodes of anime I've ever seen in my life.
Interesting.
It's so satisfying what they do and how they build him up, and the payoff at the end of the episode is amazing. And the way the show's super thematic, right? Like, you know, old Japanese style drawings where they have the very thick outlines. Yeah. There's a lot of art that's like that in it. The sword slashes, because he has like a water breathing technique once he gets his sword, has like a water effect that's like the tsunami painting that's really famous. It's a very beautiful show. The characters are all super good. The animation's good. Plot's good. It's fantastic. It's continuing on now, so it's on episode 15. It comes out on Saturdays. It's just great. Definitely going to want to put that on your watch list. That's all I'm going to say. Grand Belm is fucking stupid. It's a robotica show. Girl gets teleported to some fucking mech fantasy world. Wait, have
I seen a clip of this before?
It's got cool chibi mech fights, but it's got nothing else. It's really lacking. Very disappointing, if I'm going to be honest. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
it's
I've seen
super
anything
boring.
of
The
it.
characters are boring and static from the looks of it. The fucking mech fights are kind of cool, but that's all there is. Ooh. O maidens in your savage season. Arubaru kisetsu no otome domo yo. That is basically about high school girls, high school girls. Whoa! Number 5 on this season. It's about high school girls who are learning about sex and learning to go through their emotions that are happening now.
Interesting.
Very good. In the first episode, the girl walks in on her childhood friend jerking it off. They're trying to discover, it's basically about them realizing, like, getting more in tune to the idea of having sex and growing and maturing, going through puberty. Basically, it's super good. It's
That
got
sounds interesting.
no, it's really charming too, because like all the girls are clearly being pushed towards somebody.
Right, yeah.
It's them learning to kind of deal with the fact that sex happens and maturing and understanding that it's an adult thing, but it's a thing that happens in life.
So long as the writing's good, I'm sure.
No, the writing's very, very good.
So long as the writing's good, it'll be fun.
It's very charming.
It sounds interesting.
The situations that they're put in are very good. It's cool.
That's cool.
Next one, Okasan Online. This is an interesting one.
Just reading the English title. Do you love your mom and her
two-hit multi-target attacks? So basically, I watched this. This is actually a fucking blessed show.
Oh, what?
It's so blessed. So it's the premise of it. This dude has the typical relation with a mom. Mom, stop embarrassing me. Kind of like cares about his mom, but pushes her away more than he realizes. Mm-hmm. And he takes a survey one day. And it's asking him questions like, how close are you to your mom? Has your mom said anything that made you happy? Has she said anything that makes you sad? Doing something, you can tell he's clearly like pushing his mom away, but still cares about her.
Right.
So then what happens is someone comes to his house and he's like, we have this new game, right? And she's like, hey, we have this new game.
He's like,
built on a certain premise. And we can make you go to the game world. And he's like, what? He's like, whoa. And then she types something in and he starts going to the game world. And as you go to the game world, he's like, yes, this is my journey. He's like, I'm so excited. I'm sorry, Mom, but this is all I'm sorry to leave you, but I hope that when I return after many years that you can hug me tight and I can say I'm home, Mom. Like clearly trying to be like, yeah, I still care about you and I hope in years I can re-meet with you. And then he gets into the world and all of a sudden his mom comes with him. And he's like, what the fuck? No! She's like, my hero, my life, what is happening? And she's like, you really thought you were going to be going on this adventure without your mom? I can't believe you didn't wait for me. And so then then they go through this whole shit. They're learning about the game world. She doesn't know anything about games. She's like reading the manual. They're talking about terms and they like talk through this whole thing. He's caught up and they're like, so what don't you understand? And she's like, what's a game? And they're like, we have to start from there with explaining. So then they get holy swords and there's 3 swords to pick from. He picks this one in the middle that's got some spikes out of it or some shit. It's like the sword that rains the sky. And he's like, yes, this will be my valiant sword. And they're like, okay, we'll have the mom pick up. And they're getting these god swords. They make a joke. They're like, players aren't interested in the game if you don't give them really good shit right off the bat. They don't want to work for anything. So then the mom's like, and just fucking rips the 2 other swords out at the same time and gets both. They're like, she took both? And so then one sword is like a fire sword and the other sword's a water. They go to test it and the fucking water and fire sword are both fucking insanely busted. One's like a fucking ground attack that releases spikes. The other is like a fucking one that rains down water needles. So she's OP as fuck. And then the sun goes and he's like, okay, time for my shot, and sees a bunch of enemies in the sky. And he slashes and it's like a fucking master sword little slash. And it hits like a small bird. And he starts like crying. He's like, I can't believe this happened. And then after that too, it gets into a really like sincere moment where the friend's like, I can't believe that he's like, just go on without me. You clearly don't even need my help. I can't believe that you have all this good shit. And then he like says something. He's clearly like upset. And the mom's like trying to console him. He's like, come on, honey, we can go together. It'll be super fun. Like, come on. It's like really cute. And he's like, I'll disown you. And then he says something like, I'll disown you if you don't explain yourself further, because she was told something that he wasn't about the purpose of the game. Right. Because they're told the game has a purpose, which, spoiler alert, probably to get closer with your fucking mom. Who would have guessed? And so she starts like crying too, and she's like so upset. She's like, "Why would you say that to me? Like, I get like it really hurts when you say shit like
Yeah.
that to me as your mom." And you like fucking you just freeze up. You're like, "Holy shit!" Like this is really kind of sad. And then he like takes it back, and then it gets into this really wholesome moment about like it's really like about this just
Yo,
appreciation
alright,
of moms, dude. But it's like it's cool.
I like that.
It's
mean,
great,
like,
right?
From the moment you
It's
said
so
she
good.
comes with, I was like, yo, what
It's
the
cool,
fuck is
dude,
going on?
and it's just really wholesome. It's not for episode 1 wasn't super ecchi based too, so they're not even like trying to push that.
Yeah.
Like they've talked about how the mom's like hot, and I'm sure that'll come in with other characters. But
Yeah.
like it's really just like a wholesome, nice
I like
show.
that.
And then
That's kinda hype.
and then at the end of the episode, here's the best part. They fucking go, so the mom's busted. She's reading the manual and taking everything literally. She's like, "Oh, I was told to make an impact when you go to the guild, so people take you seriously." So she fucking like slashes and does an attack and like breaks the guild building halfway. And they're like, he's like, "Mom, you're gonna PK, you're gonna penalty, you're gonna player kill. Like that's not good. We can't have those penalties." And then she like gives an explanation where she takes all the like 8 buzzwords he just said and flips the order and says, "It's like that, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And so then they have to pick out guild members, and as he's like, "Okay, Mom, I know more about games. I got this. Just let me take the reins." He takes the reins. He's like, "Okay, here's the 3 people we're gonna meet. We're gonna shift focus to getting these people in our party." And then she's like, "Okay." And it was like, She's like, I noticed these are all girls. And he's like, "Well, yeah." And then she starts talking about how like, "Oh, well, if they're going to be in your party, then I should scope them out too. They'll do the interview with me." And he's like, "What?" And he's like, "Why are they doing an interview with you?" He's like, "Oh, so when, people come into your party, it's like a family. You spend a lot of time together, and like these can be leading to a lot of other things like girlfriends or future wives, or you're spending like that amount of time with them together. So they're going to have to pass the mom test clearly." And she's like, "Uh-huh." She's like, "Yeah, I'm just going to go check them out, make sure they're good enough, since if they're going to be potentially spending their entire life with my son, they got to live up to my standards." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Huh?" And then the episode stops, and we're gonna meet the girls next time.
So this is a good show.
This
Moving on.
This I'd probably put Okasan Online. That looks like it's gonna be in the top 5, but the lower part of the top 5. There's some good ass shows this season. There's some really, really cool ones. Danmachi, 2nd season. I might watch that. They did a weird. Have you seen Danmachi?
No, I only know about how Hestia was like the
Yeah.
waifu of the season for a while.
The first season was kind of good. It was kind of cute because the goddess Hestia is all over the kid, and it's about him powering up in this. I don't think it's an isekai world, but it's a video game world basically. And it was about him growing and like becoming more powerful. And then they did a spin-off show that was kind of dog shit that I watched like 2 episodes with, and I was like, this is just fan service. This is so boring. And then season 2, if it's a return to form like the first season, I might watch it, but we'll see. They have a certain scientific accelerator. I have not seen any of the two Aru series. That shit has like 7 seasons total endowed with it. It's got like 2 or 3 seasons of Railgun, and then 2 or 3 seasons of certain magical index.
Oh,
and now this.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
They seemed like they're good, but
yeah,
I haven't put the time. I think I started watching Index and then figured out that was after Railgun.
Yeah.
And then kind of dropped it, but...
Alright, we gotta be breezing through these because I'm getting kind of hungry.
I don't fucking even worry. So, okay, so we're getting towards the end of the list. So here are the fucking bangerangs. Shit that you are going to want to take your time out of your fucking day. You spend 20 minutes talking about waifus. Just watch one of these goddamn shows for 20 minutes. Just mix it up. Put a little spice in your life. Throw some fucking turmeric in there. You don't even know what that is. But it makes it taste good. So just fucking try it. Just sprinkle it in there. For the love of fucking God. Just next time you're thinking about shit posting on Discord, scrolling through Twitter, liking all these fucking art pics. That's cool. That's great. Support your buddies. Fucking watch anime too. For the love of fucking God with it. So here's a big dog. Fire Force. Made by David Productions, fucking renowned for how great a quality shows it produced. JoJo's is one that I really like on top of many other shows that they put out. This is basically, imagine firefighters, but instead of fighting your normal fire, putting it out, people randomly fucking combust into infernals and they're fire demons, and these firefighters have to go and fight them.
Yeah.
And it's fucking great. The animation's crisp. The world that they build is great. The main character lost both his parents to infernals as he was fucking young, and he's got this power where he can make his feet catch like on fire, and he can gain speed and use it like rocket propellers, kind of like how Bakugo does with his hands.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's doing that. And then there are other people in the squad. There's some people, they'll further down the generations, because this only started happening like 20, 30 years ago, if that. And the further down in generations you get, the more powerful people are growing. So there's people with like no powers in the fire squad that rely solely on technology. And then there's the second generations, which are a little bit more powerful. And then like the thirds, which just have crazy powers. There's a fucking muscle-bound girl who's super cute. There's a priestess girl who fucking does a bunch of gags. No, it's like 2 girls and the rest are guys. It's very, very charming. The characters are super good. It's very, very good. That might be my number 1 show of the season. Please, for the love of God, just watch an episode of Fire Force. You'll be fucking hooked. To every 3 people watching or listening, I guess, because it's a podcast. I don't have visuals. You think I have time for that shit? You're hearing all the anime I'm watching. Do you really think I have time? Such a stupid bit. So then there's Dr. Stone. I'll speed up a little bit further than the real good ones. Dr. Stone, basically a light happens. Everyone gets petrified in stone. 2,700 years later, the world's reverted back to like caveman days. All the technology's gone because it's been 2,700 years. Animals are taking over and people start to wake up. Right now, it's just 2 people, but they figured out how to reverse the petrification and make like a solution. So they're people again. And they're going through that, and it's about them kind of rebuilding the world. And one of the cute things is you have the main dude who's like a brainiac fucking chemical guy, and then you have a dude who's like really really superficial, and really just not matter of fact, but really just kind of superficial and straightforward thinking.
Right.
And a simple-minded guy. And right before the petrification happened, he was about to confess to his childhood friend.
Oops.
And yeah, and then, so now she's in stone and he's woken up and he's like, the reason I was able to keep conscious through all these years and fight through it was you. And we're waiting for him to wake up this girl, which I have a feeling isn't going to happen for a while for whatever reason. But, so that's kind of cool. It's got good animation, some good characters. Wasteful Days of High School Girl. Holy fuck. This is without a doubt the funniest show of the season. This shit puts me in fucking tears. It is a gag comedy, so it's all bits, all fire fucking bits. A diverse group of characters, really witty, really smart written, and it's just about a freshman high school girl class and them dicking around every day. Which is literally, it's so great. They have cool effects. The other thing that's really good about the season is OPs and EDs have had really cool effects.
Mm.
Like, Are You Lost had a thing where they do like idol girl move shit on the island, which is kind of cool. This show, you know how there were the videos where people would jump up in the air, take a picture as a still frame and keep doing it? Like there was that one where he was on the roof. They do an effect like that in their OP, where it's just a bunch of still frames that they combine together that are all drawn slightly different to give that. It's super cool. Yeah, that show is so unbelievably fucking funny. Literally in the first 10 minutes, you'll be laughing your ass off for free. It's so good. Didn't watch Given, didn't watch Demon Girl Next Door yet. Jesus Christ, I'm behind. Uchi Musume seemed okay. It was like this dude who's a really good explorer finds this little girl who's a demon who her father died, so now he's taking care of her. It looks kind of wholesome, but it's kind of really fucking boring.
I get you.
If you're going to go for that, just watch Okasan online, clearly.
Clearly,
baby.
For free.
Carolyn Tuesday is continuing. Ooh, this will be the last one. So Carolyn Tuesday is a really cool show and premise. It's basically...
I heard about this one.
No,
I
it's
heard this one's really
super good. Yeah, it's Netflix produced. And the good Netflix produced, not the Seven Deadly Sins.
Right, yeah.
That show's fucking ass after the first season. Fight me on it. I'll whoop on your ass.
I would agree to a certain extent, yeah.
No, it's especially the third season. Third season is fucking atrocious. It's just them trying to make moments with characters just to do it. It's fucking terrible.
All I know is at some point I stopped reading because, like, I read a line and I was like, okay, that's it. And that is the most uncharacteristic.
That's basically what happened to me. Fucking the blonde hair or the silver haired chick, Elizabeth, had a moment with Diane where they were like, look, we can do this. We're all empowered too. And then made this moment out of it. I'm like, why the fuck are they doing this? They're literally fighting like these fucking super demons. Why are you talking about this right now?
Oh, for me.
What is the goddamn point?
For me, it was with the silver hair, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was her with Meliodas, and she said some dumb shit, and I was like,
it's so fucking, it's terribly written.
I'm just like, God, I was already willing to let slide the biggest fucking... What's the word?
It just fell off more and more.
Yeah, exactly. And at that point, after I finished that chapter, I was like, all right, this series is done for me. Anyways.
But Carol and Tuesday. This, I think, is of the quality of... what was that show? Demon Man.
Demon Man?
Fuck, what is that show called?
Devilman Crybaby?
Devilman Crybaby, thank fuck. It's not quite the caliber of that because that was animated year. That was a fucking masterpiece.
You're talking about animation quality, right?
Not even just animation quality. That has some pretty good animation too, but just as in a whole anime.
Oh, I see.
Everything about it. Because Devilman Crybaby is a masterpiece. Like, no arguing whatsoever. It's phenomenal. But this is a very good anime. And I think they held the standards up of Devilman Crybaby to it. And it's basically these two girls in a slightly futuristic world. They're on Mars, but space travel isn't like super big. But it's basically like an Earth. Nothing big, but technology is a little bit more advanced. But it's about them making their way in the music industry. And the really cool thing about it is they have all these like hints and nods towards like American music culture, which is super cool. Like all of the music basically is in English when they sing it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
All the episodes, like in between the titles, are all based off a song or album name from like America, like 60s or 70s to like 90s albums. Songs like that, which is like really cool. Like episode 13 was Walk This Way, which is an Aerosmith song. And it's got like all these nods towards like, they have a thriller nod because they make a music video one episode. And they talk about like having like in a car with it and all these like tropes that music videos do. And the other thing that's cool about it is in the world that they're in 2070 Mars, all music is basically AI produced. AI's figured out what people want to hear and make people sing songs that match that. And it's just all from the heart with them. It's just two girls trying to make music and putting their like soul into it.
I like that.
And yeah, and it's super cool. And with the other music that they have, there's a bunch of other genres that they've kind of hinted at because in a show about music, you're going to hear other people sing.
Right.
They've had the barbershop quartet. They had a bit with that, which was funny. They've had like the synth heavy modern pop sound multiple times. They've had like lo-fi soul be influenced. They've had like pop singer Christina Aguilera fucking type shit.
What the hell?
No, she wasn't in it, but like that type of music and like the Mariah Carey like vocal heavy empowerment songs. They've had like a bunch of shit like that, which is super cool. And it's the plot along it is just really nice too. It's just about them starting from zero because they basically meet on a bridge because the girl runs away from home and the other girl's in the slums and they start singing together.
Yeah. And
then she stays with the slum girl. And it's about them starting from zero and building up their music careers.
That sounds pretty cool.
It's super, super good. Definitely should check it out if that's interesting.
Right.
Yeah, but that's about it. I don't think there are any movies or specials that are coming out that are big. Don Machi had a movie, I guess.
Cool.
Dude, Bunny Girl had a movie.
Did it really? Oh,
yes, it came out like 3 weeks ago. Bad news.
It's bad?
No, the My Hero Academia movie dropped in October,
I think so. Yeah.
and I was only able to watch it in April. So we could potentially not be seeing this Bunny Girl movie for like 5 months.
Yikes!
Absolutely tragic, and it's built up on his old girlfriend too. That's what the movie's about.
So
Developing.
I've
that
actually
one.
been meaning to watch Bunny Girl for the longest.
You haven't fucking. God damn it, Taz! How the fuck have you not watched Bunny Girl?
I haven't watched literally anything, and I've repeated this over.
God!
I don't know.
It hurts.
I don't know why the shock factor is still
hurts.
there.
I just can't fucking believe you.
So I've heard of like a lot of good seasonals, right? That's how my life goes.
Seasonal's right up your fucking alley too. Almost
Right.
built for you.
Right.
And you haven't fucking. You're all Taz right now. I guarantee you, every motherfucker listening to this is like Taz. You have these fucking God-given gifts from Japan. Just sprinkle them out. All you have to do is put fucking 20 minutes of time and you'll love it. And instead you sit around on your fucking ass all day doing other stupid bullshit, not developing yourself, but it fucking hurts.
Jesus Christ.
God, I hate it. Everyone's so goddamn stupid. I sit here by myself on this higher pillar, and I try to welcome everybody up. I part the ocean. I say, just walk the fuck through. And nobody does. God! I need to stand the fuck up.
Jesus Christ.
God! It hurts.
Good Lord.
It hurts. I'm so fucking stupid at Smash. I'm so unbelievably dumb. I'm so unbelievably fucking big brain and everything else, and nobody acknowledges it. God.
You should talk to seasonals with Dub. He watches seasonals.
I did talk seasonals with Dub, and he watched like 3 things.
I mean, I think he has a tougher time keeping up with all of them sometimes. Because, like, I know he does watch seasonals, but I don't know how often
He does,
gets
but
to
he's
watch
also
it.
into like directors and producers and shit.
That makes sense.
And that's like with him a lot. And he's like a lot more. He's not like a general, like, I watch a shit ton of TV. And basically, this is me watching a shit ton of TV and Netflix, but doing all that time, but in just anime.
Right.
And just experiencing a lot of it. But like Dub is like I know this producer, I want to watch this niche show that I've heard is very critic good. Which is fine, totally. Because I watch a lot of critic shows too, which are very good. But, yeah, fuck.
I don't know.
You're all stupid. You're all
Basically,
fucking dumb. I want to fuck Marina.
Yeah. It's like watching something is not on my priority list. Even if I know I'm gonna enjoy something or I'm gonna like it or whatever, prioritizing, like, I don't know why, but
I can't get that at all. Like, people are like, just read manga, it's better. But it's like, there's something about taking these pictures.
No, I totally get that. I'm just saying, like, like, if I started something, I can probably continue it, but, like, I don't know.
Dude,
like,
I finished Hunter x Hunter recently, too. That's 148 episodes.
Yeah, see,
It took me about a month.
Like, back in the day,
That's
watching
some shit.
anime was, like, the most enjoyment I could get out of it.
That's literally, my hobbies are 3 things. Fucking anime, Smash, and the boys.
See,
Which sucks, because you can only really have 1, maybe 2 things.
Why?
Because how else am I gonna live?
That's fair.
I can't live with that. I gotta work too. I gotta keep up with the family. I gotta fucking develop myself career-wise to get a better job
I suppose.
to live.
I suppose.
There's only so much time.
Yeah.
That fact's terrible.
And that's what I
you
mean.
become an adult, dude.
And that's what I mean. Like,
it sucks.
Because I sit there, the most enjoyment I get out of shit now is, like, playing games. And, I mean,
I don't really play games that much. I kind of just play. I hate story games for the most part.
yeah, see, I'm not like that. I love story games.
But I get my stories through anime.
Exactly. The problem is with anime, like, you were telling me a lot of these, and I was just like, oh shit, it's the same recycled shit over and over.
But that's just it. So I can tell you this plot, and it's like, sure, it's fucking generic. It's
literally
the same shit. Like
So-
Demon Slayer, he loses his family and goes on a quest. Yeah, but it's all the other magical things that they do to it that is why I'm saying this show is fantastic. This is why you need to watch it. It's the animation. It's the way they go, the pacing, the tone.
I know I get, like, easily impressed by things. So, like, if I did watch any of these or whatever, I would probably like them because I'm easily entertained. But, like, also, if something strikes me enough, like, in a bad way, I'll get shook off really easily. Like, especially if it's, like, for example, like, the demon shit. Like, at first I was like, okay, whatever, like, goes down the mountain, cool, whatever. And then you were saying, he comes back, and guess what happens? I'm like, oh, all this family's dead.
It's the first episode, and it's everything that happens after that. There's only so much difference that you can make in the world with telling something, right? There's only so much different you can do.
And that's what I mean.
It seems limitless, but there's a finite amount of stories. But it's what you do with those stories and how you change them up and how you make them interesting. That's the magic in me with anime. I've seen this fucking high school girl plot where it's a fucking dude in a fucking classroom dicking around with a bunch of girls that like him hundreds of times.
Right.
But they're all have different spins and do different things with it. So it's almost a new experience every single time, which is why I think it's so great.
I think for me, the spin has to be meaningful enough. Because, like I said, I love a good story. Good story and good characters and shit like that. That means everything for me.
You're gonna go home, you're gonna watch Bunny Girl. You're gonna watch the first episode of Casa Online.
So I heard
I'm
Bunny
gonna kick your ass, then you're gonna watch Shield Hero. God.
But I have to kick your ass first.
I'll take the beating if you just fucking watch them. Jesus.
So, the reason why I wanted to watch Bunny Girl was because, well, obviously I already like romance. Romance is one of my favorite genres, if not my favorite. And then I was told that it had good stories or characters or some shit. I was like,
Bunny Girl characters, I will tell you, are some of the best characters I've ever seen in anime. Period.
Right. So that's what I was told, and I was like, oh, fuck, I'm all about that. So I definitely should watch this sometime. The problem is I just never make time for it.
See?
Because in my head, just like you, where you're like, I have 3 hobbies, my hobbies are basically gaming, fucking around with friends, and then whatever else on the side. And I can only...
Come a weeb, dude.
I used to be.
This is the only thing that keeps me going in life.
I'm aware. I've noticed.
For my fucking detesting of Smash, my detesting of video games in general.
I've noticed.
These things suck, and the fact that it's just inaccessible to hang out with people here because no one does anything.
I think it's more like no one has a fucking car.
Well, exactly. No one does anything, not by choice, but by situation, which is... fine, it sucks, but that's the way it is. You know what I mean?
I agree. The second someone gets a car, like...
Dude, the second, if I can, low-key, I'm hoping for Christmas, parents pull up, get me a fucking beater. That beater is going to get pulled to the limit.
Thank God.
Never again, I won't be able to take it on long road trips, so I won't fuck up the car like I did my last one. Because I tried to work like 8 hours and then go on an 8-hour road trip, and I'm tired as fuck and not focused.
Not a good idea whatsoever.
Yeah, don't do that, by the way. I literally, the reason there was super bad to talk about me crashing my car, it wasn't even super bad. It was a fender bender.
Yeah.
And his car had scratches at most. My car indented in the front.
Right.
And it was literally bad, a super bad 15-minute store happened. Traffic got all fucked up. I got on a back road with stop and go. And I thought it was lighting up a little bit, and it didn't. So I looked away. I didn't even look at my phone. That's the thing that pissed me off the most. I looked in the other lane because some dude had bright-ass sunglasses, and then just couldn't stop in time because I was tired, and I was treating it like I'm in hour 1 of this 8-hour trip. I was treating it like I needed to fucking... like I was almost there just to keep me going.
Right.
But I needed to treat it like I just need to relax and just know that it's going to take this time.
Right, yeah.
So don't do that. But, yeah, once we get more people with cars that pull on through, I'm hoping, low-key.
Yeah, finally we'll actually be making moves and...
Right, dude. The amount of fucking moves that I've just had to not make because of, like, Ubering and shit and the amount of money, dude.
Yeah, I agree.
Sucks.
But anyways...
But, yeah.
That's the podcast.
We've ranted enough. It's been like fucking an hour and a half.
Yeah, or maybe even 2 hours. Who knows?
No, that's probably 2 hours. It's been like an hour and a half, maybe inching towards 45.
Anyways.
Don't fucking tongue click me, you bitch. You want to see my legs traveling? This nasty ass legs traveling? You're about to get fucked.
You're about to get fucked in the ass.
I'm about to fucking give you a rimmer. Big ol' rimmer.
I'm
She didn't even give me a rimmer, god damn it. Shout outs to fucking Peter Kane dog training, dude.
I'm about to show you what a real fucking fender bender looks like,
Show you
baby.
what a real fender bender looks like. Hey, baby, you see that dumper? Because I do. Ready for me to get on that ass? Marina, baby.
Okay, anyways, that's enough of that.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening or something.
Yeah, so, end of the podcast.
Bye-bye.
Final notes, watch anime, beat off to Marina,
As
you're
God intended.
all fucking stupid.
Thank God. The end.
The end.